Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are on this crazy planet we're living on that gets crazier by the day. But you know what? That's what makes life interesting, I suppose. So, if you don't know me, if you've not watched this channel before, my name's Vicky Marie. I am based in Spain, in mainland Spain, though I am originally from Manchester. And so I am a Mancunian at heart, but I live in Spain. I'm very lucky. I live in Spain. Having said that, it's very cold at the moment. It just feels like Manchester. It's 9 degrees and it's raining. So it's that rainy old town feel, the Manchester feel. I'm with the Manchester vibe today. It's very, very cold in the house. But anyway, it should be cold. It's December. We're coming up to Christmas, only 2 weeks to go till Christmas. I hope you're all of you that celebrate Christmas. Of course, not everybody celebrates Christmas, but I hope everybody who does, you're looking forward to it. For those of you who are dreading it, because I know there will be some of you that are dreading it for various reasons. So Christmas, not a happy time for everyone. We have to remember that. We've probably all had some good Christmases and bad Christmases. Especially when you reach my advanced age. I've had terrible Christmases. I've had fabulous Christmases. I'm looking forward to this Christmas. Yeah. Now then, in this video, we're going to talk about 3 different things. We're going to talk a little bit about Sara Sharif, who's, we watched the video about her yesterday. Her parents, well, her father, her stepmother, and also her uncle have all been found guilty of murder. And apart from the uncle, who's not been found guilty of murder, but he has been found guilty of allowing the death of a child. And it's a good result. I mean, it doesn't bring Sarah back, of course. Poor Sarah, hopefully with the angels now, with all other little children. You know, if you believe in Jesus, Jesus said, suffer the little children to come unto me. I hope she's being shown more love now than she received on this earth. With those horrible parents that she had, or that horrible father and stepmother she had. And her uncle wasn't much better. Maybe didn't cause any abuse to Sarah, but didn't do anything to stop it. So in my eyes, that's just exactly the same. It's almost worse, because if you're a psychopath, like obviously Irfan and Baynash are some sort of psychopaths for what they did to Sarah. But if you're not a psychopath and you just stand there and watch it happening, knowing it's happening, it feels even worse to me. Because you should, you know, the first chance he got, the first time he was out of the house, he should have been down reporting it, all this that was happening to Sarah. Anyway, we're not going to go into gory details today. I've covered most of what happened as the trial's gone on. Well, from day one, we've covered Sarah's case. It's very gratifying to see the guilty verdicts. The actual sentencing will be next week on Tuesday. And then I will be putting together, you know, one video with all the information as a sort of a tribute to Sarah. But what I just wanted to show you today, and I will be showing you today, just some videos that have come out after the trial. You know, information comes out after the verdicts, doesn't it? That can't be shown before. So there's a couple of videos we're going to watch. So we're not going to go into Sarah's case in great detail because we already have. And yesterday we talked about the verdicts, etc. But there's just a couple of videos I haven't shown you that I think you might be interested in seeing. A little warning, because yeah, it's a very sad case. There's some, you know, sad things you're going to see, especially the video. We're going to look at a video of Sarah herself playing the guitar, and it does make your heart break a little bit. So that's what we're going to be talking about. This first video that I'm going to show you, you may have seen it because it's emerged after the trial, but it may make you cry because, I mean, she looks like at least she was enjoying herself while she was doing this. But, you know, she looks, I don't know. I hope she had some pleasure in her life, because it seems like she had so much pain over the last couple of years. But I hope she had some pleasure somewhere. So apparently she loves singing and dancing. Let me just make it. There you go. Just so cute, isn't it, watching her play? But you know, sometimes she looks a bit sad. But I noticed she's not wearing the hijab there, so maybe this was before the abuse got too bad. Because of course, you know, as the abuse got worse and worse, they started dressing her in the hijab, which she's not worn before. Nobody in the family wears a hijab, but they started dressing her in the hijab to cover up bruises, to cover up things. So that should have been a red flag, isn't it? So as we've seen, it's not only, you know, her father, her stepmother, her uncle that let her down. I feel that the social services let her down, the school let her down, even a mum in a way, because, you know, she sort of stopped sort of insisting on seeing Sarah, probably because of her fan. Her fan, I'm sure, made it very difficult for Olga to see Sarah. And it's difficult to, you know, I'm not being harsh to Sarah's mum. I don't know what her circumstances are or were, but I'm sure her fan made it really difficult. He's the main person, him and Bainab, they're the main people, but you can't help but feel that she has been let down by everybody else as well. But bless her little cotton socks. Oh, and what I wanted to say is, well, whenever you see this house, bear in mind this is a small house where a lot of people lived, including 5 children, I think. So 5 children in total. So you've got 3 adults, 5 children. This house is spotless. Every picture, video we see of it is absolutely spotless. You know, I don't know how they managed that. I don't think they had pets. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's almost suspiciously spotless. Whose house, when you've got 5 children and 3 adults living in a small house? It wasn't a big house. How do they keep it so spotless? That's worrying almost. It's too clean, isn't it? Anyway, that's what I think. Well, I hope she's singing and dancing in heaven. Bless her. Oh, now these are the...
Everyone needs a holiday.
Oh, there'll be an advert.
And everyone needs a group of friends to go with.
Of Irfan,
Cheers, ladies.
Baynash, and
I love
Faisal
the
that
way
we're
the
going to
city
watch.
mixes tradition with modern. The building's so beautiful. Jump in, Karim, I'll take a plate.
This museum has over 1,000 years of Islamic artifacts from all over the world. Come with us to uncover Qatar and the cultural flavors of this Middle Eastern gem.
Can I just ask you to introduce yourself, please? What sort of things would Sara do to deserve a physical punishment? Okay. It says here, I did legally punish my daughter.
Yeah, remember he said he legally punished his daughter. Now, you'll see from, I've not seen his video before. This is the first time I'm watching it. But Baynash, it's no comment as well. They've probably been instructed that by their lawyer. Look, he's quite muscly, isn't he, Irfan? The size of his muscles. And we've just seen Sarah there playing her little guitar, just a little girl. What a man, eh? What a man he is. To beat a little girl with a cricket bat. Legal punishment. Legal. I punished her legally and she died. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm just wondering, you know, some people talk about culture and that it's absolute rubbish. That there's nowhere in the Muslim culture where you say it's okay to hit your child with a cricket bat. And I'm going to show if I've got a video of a caller who called into LBC saying that, you know, it's you know, we don't encourage that in our culture. It's wrong for anyone to say that they do. So. He's just a twonk. Wouldn't matter what culture he was. He's a horrible person. Who knows what made him a horrible person? I don't know. But it's not because he's a Muslim. He's a horrible person because he's a horrible person. And there's lots of horrible people also not in the Muslim culture that abuse their children. So I just don't accept that. But anyway, I understand some people think that that's fine.
And she died. Okay.
No.
Explain to me what that means.
No comment.
No
Please
comment.
could you introduce yourself? What's your name?
So my name is Binish Patul.
And you are about to be interviewed for the offence of murder. What's your understanding of murder? What's your understanding of that offence?
Killing someone.
Okay, so it's intentionally killing somebody. Okay, in very simple terms. Okay, that's the offence for which you've been arrested for, and that's the offence for which we're going to speak to you about. All right. What happened to Sara?
No comment.
What did you see?
No comment.
Whose choice was it? How you left Sara?
No comment.
You know, Dawn's just said, as you said in the video, you want to come back to the UK, clear your name in the UK courts. Well, here we are. This is the start of the process. So why would you not speak to us now?
No comment.
Who did that to Sara?
No comment.
Just no comment to everything. And what that policewoman said, it's right. They said when they were in Pakistan, they wanted to come back, clear their name, tell the story. Now, I know they've probably been told that by their lawyers, but they did it. They really thought they were going to get away with this, I think. And I thought, you know, their master plan, wasn't it, was to blame each other so that it'd make it difficult to blame one person in particular and hope that that'd mean that they couldn't get found guilty of murder. That's I think what their plan was. And they only came back from Pakistan because nobody would entertain them in Pakistan. You know, the Pakistani police, and good for them. You know, it's because although there's no extradition treaty between Pakistan and Britain, apparently, what the Pakistan police did do is make life so difficult for their families in Pakistan that the families turned around to them and said, "We're not doing this anymore. You've got to go back." It wasn't them who decided to come back. If the families would have continued hiding them, and the police wouldn't have made the families' life such a misery, which in the end then made the family turn around to them and say, you know, bugger off, we're not putting up with this anymore. They'd still be in Pakistan. They didn't come back to, you know, to tell the truth. Well, you can see that because they're not speaking. They didn't come back for any other reason except they had to. And when they've come back, they're just trying their very best to get away with it somehow by each blaming each other. They all had separate defence counsels. They all blamed each other. She didn't. At least Irfan stood up on the, you know, he actually stood up and then did take responsibility, didn't he? In that big turnaround, he started off saying it was all her fault. Then he took responsibility. But trouble with Irfan is you can't believe anything that comes out of his mouth because he's just a serial liar. Apart from being an abuser, he's a liar. He's lied. He's stolen money from his employers. He's used domestic violence against previous partners. He's lie. That's how he got Sarah in the first place. Why did he even want Sarah? You know, why didn't he just let her stay in foster care where she was? Why did he want her back so much? Maybe it was for benefits, or maybe in his own twisted way he feels like he does love her. I don't know. I still think that it's something to do with Olga. It's some sort of resentment towards the mother, Olga. Why Sarah got the worst of the abuse. Now, I think it seems to be that he was abusing the other children as well. That's probably why they've been left in Pakistan. So they can't come back. They can't give evidence. They couldn't give evidence, and probably any lingering bruises maybe they had, they'll have gone by now if they ever do come back. So, you know, that I think the other children were being abused as well. That's what people are saying from evidence, you know, from texts that they've sent to their friends or stuff like that. So, but Sarah seemed to get the worst of it, didn't she? I mean, is this some sort of absolute resentment towards Olga? But of course, Sarah's brother was there in the household as well. Her older brother, seems like he was receiving some abuse too. You know, they just ruled that house. Like I think it was you, Laurie, just said. Then they're total control freaks. House so clean. You know, a house with 3 adults and 5 children, and it's like a show home. You know, they controlled that house. Those children would have been terrified of saying boo or spilling a bit of milk on the floor or whatever. There would have been absolutely all of them, not only Sarah, probably living in absolute fear of these horrible people. Just awful.
Do you love Sara?
No comment.
Did you care about her at all?
No comment.
We're here because we're trying to find out how Sara died.
फैसल इससे पहले कि मैं इस का इख्तिताम करूं इस इंटरव्यू का हम यहाँ पर इसलिए मौजूद हैं कि सारा जो है वो किस तरह उसकी मौत हुई है.
Who is responsible for her death?
और उसका जिम्मेदार कौन था उसकी मौत का.
No comments.
Okay.
In my view, this little girl was tortured.
कि मैं जो लफ्ज इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ कि टॉर्चर उसके ऊपर किया गया था, वो मैं ये नहीं कि मैं कोई इस तरह का कोई हंगामा करने के लिए कह रही हूँ, लेकिन इस लड़की इस बच्ची को बहुत ज्यादा जो है सदमा दिया गया है.
Well, that guy is not saying what that policewoman just said. That policewoman said, in my view, this little girl was tortured. 8 words, she said. And he answered with a big rambling, he interpreted it with a really long thing. I mean, I don't speak whatever language this is, so I don't know. He's probably saying more to him. She said 8 words. What is it? You say 8 words and then it's like takes you 3 hours to translate it. He's saying more to him than that. He's probably saying to him, say no comment.
Either actively involved in torturing her.
या तो फिर आप इसमें शामिल हैं कि उसके ऊपर जो टॉर्चर जरा सारा जो किया गया है.
Or you were just sat there going, it's not my problem. I can't do anything.
या फिर
and involved in that way.
या फिर आप का ये था कि भाई मेरा मसला नहीं है, ये खुद जाने, तो फिर इसमें इस तरह की आपकी शमूलियत है.
No comments.
No comment. Let's watch those 2 again.
Can I just ask you to introduce yourself, please? What sort of things would Sara do to deserve a physical punishment?
No.
Okay. It says here, I did legally punish my daughter. And she died. Okay.
No.
Explain to me what that means.
No comment.
Please, could you introduce yourself? What's your name?
So my name is Binish Patul.
And you are about to be interviewed for the offence of murder. What's your understanding of murder? What's your understanding of that offence?
Killing someone.
Yeah. Okay, so it's intentionally killing somebody. Okay, in very simple terms. Okay, that's the offence for which you've been arrested for, and that's the offence for which we're going to speak to you about. All right. What happened to Sara?
No comment.
What did you see?
No comment.
Whose choice was it? How you left Sara?
No comment.
You know, Dawn's just said, as you said in the video, you want to come back to the UK, clear your name in the UK courts. Well, here we are. This is the start of the process. So why would you not speak to us now?
No comment.
Who did that to Sara?
No comment.
Do you love Sara?
No comment.
Did you care about her at all?
No comment.
We're here because we're trying to find out how Sara died.
फैसल इससे पहले कि मैं इस का इख्तिताम करूं इस इंटरव्यू का हम यहाँ पर इसलिए मौजूद हैं कि सारा जो है वो किस तरह उसकी मौत हुई है
Who is responsible for her death?
और उसका जिम्मेदार कौन था उसकी मौत का
No comments.
Okay.
In my view, this little girl was tortured.
कि मैं जो लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ कि टॉर्चर उसके ऊपर किया गया था वो मैं ये नहीं कि मैं कोई इस तरह का कोई हंगामा करने के लिए कह रही हूँ लेकिन इस बच्ची को बहुत ज़्यादा जो है सदमा दिया गया है
And you were either actively involved in torturing her,
या तो फिर आप इसमें शामिल हैं कि उसके ऊपर जो टॉर्चर सारा जो किया गया है
or you were just sat there going, it's not my problem, I can't do anything,
या फिर
and involved in that way.
या फिर आप का ये था कि भाई मेरा मसला नहीं है ये खुद जाने तो फिर इसमें इस तरह की आपकी शमूलियत है
No comments.
Yeah, I want to watch Sarah again. I want to watch Sarah playing the guitar. We'll watch this. Okay, so I think actually we'll leave it there because I'm going to, I want to show you this. I love this photo. Oh, hang on. They've released, you know, those new photos that we looked at yesterday. I think it's my favourite picture of Sarah, bless her little cotton socks. And what somebody else was saying, God, when you look at that picture and you just think that was what a little life, you know, she was only going to have 10 years and so much torment and abuse. I tell you, there's a lot of people should feel guilty about this, not only those, and they're the ones who did it to her, but yeah, the social services and all the rest of them, even the teachers and everything. There's a lot of people should be feeling guilt towards this little girl and what happened to her. Nobody helped her. Anyway, hopefully she's, you know, safe now and at peace, and I don't know, you know, living a different kind of life. It can't be any worse than what she was putting up with on this planet. But so yeah, I'm going to put together a video with the main points of the case and everything, a tribute video for Sarah. Once when we've got the actual sentencing, so we're all waiting for the sentencing now. I hope they're long sentences. I hope to God they're long sentences for all of them, not just for Irfan and for Baynash, but for the other one as well, the uncle who just let it all happen and never said anything to her. Have a good day or a good afternoon or a good evening or whatever you're doing, and take care, and I'll see you really soon in the next video. Bye.